Hey folks, Harley Day right here, back at you once again. Your good old friend HDR, out here with my old friend, the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. And you know, it's 57 degrees out, and I told Mrs. HDR, I said, you know, I should go for a ride. She goes, you know what? Why don't you go for a ride and blow some of the week off? So, we're going to go ahead and go. Take a little quick scoot around and see what's out there. All right. So Mrs. HDR said, hey, Mr. HDR, why don't you go out and take a little ride and blow some of the week frustrations off? Well, it hasn't been a bad week, though. All in all, it's been a pretty good week at work. We've talked a lot about stress levels. Sunday, was it a ride last Sunday? Nah, whenever that ride was. But anyway, so, I mean, you know, it's just nice when it's a little warmer out to get a ride in, but it's 56 degrees right now, which is not the warmest time of the weather, but hey, it's supposed to be 71 on Sunday, so we're going to see if it doesn't rain. I'll definitely be out. I do have a topic for you today that I'm kind of curious about, and I think it's a topic we've never talked about before. But it's a topic I think that needs to be discussed. And what that topic is, and I'll tell you a little bit about the backstory of this topic, but what the topic's about is working and jobs. So working and jobs. And what I want to know about is just simply this. Is how long these days, now this is 2019, so how long these days are jobs supposed to last? I mean, back in the day, I remember when my dad was working, and he worked with his brother, my uncle, of course, and they both worked in a paper mill. Now, back in those days, guys would get jobs at the steel mill or the coal mine or the paper mill or whatever kind of factory job that you may have. And the idea was they went in there as a young man. Like, he started with that paper mill, I don't know when he started, 20 years old maybe, let's say 20, 21, I don't know. Now, Dad never went to college, you know, but you didn't have to back then, right? You come out of high school and you can go right into a mill. So they worked for a paper company. So in this paper company, they planned on, guys back then planned on working your, 25, 35 years, retiring, getting a nice pension, and being able to live out your golden years on, whatever money you got coming in from the factory. Well, what happened was, when my dad was about, looking back at it now, I think he was 50 years old, let's say. Let's just go 50. Well, the paper mill closed. I mean, that happens, right? Businesses go under, and, times change. Maybe we don't need as much corrugated boxes then. I don't know. Seems like a lot of people still ship things in boxes. But anyway. Well, my old man was 50 years old and he was out of work. And so he was no longer working. And he had to look for a new job. So eventually he did find a new job with the steel fabricating company, and he worked there until he did finally retire. But it doesn't seem like companies today really have that loyalty to the worker. You know, they have the loyalty, and I know times change, don't get me wrong. So if you own a business, don't be saying, hey, HDR, you know, costs rise, merchandise changes, people don't buy, and you have to shut down. I understand that. I mean, I understand economics very, very well. I've studied economics. I mean, hell, years ago I had a business. So I understand economics. In our business, we had a couple younger people working for us, and we actually sold it. They did not move on with the new company. Well, they chose not to. We did have that option for them in the buyout, you know, when we sold. But the thing was, if you think about it, companies today just, you know, I mean, I don't know. They look at the bottom line, which you have to. Don't get me wrong. Or this one. I don't get this, but they say, especially in the technology field, if you work for a company longer than 5 years, you're going to get stale. And nobody's going to want you. Nobody's going to look at you. No matter if you got your talents or not. If you have talents built up and you really know what's going on and you can really make a positive impact for a company, they may not hire you because you got 6 years at a different company, and they may think you're kind of stale in doing things their way, and you won't be able to change. So, I don't know. But that is my question to you today is, you know, how long have you worked at your company? Are you one of those people who are lucky enough to get a job and work at that job for, you know, 25, 35 years and then retire? I mean, did you do that? You know? Or are you one of those people that have to change jobs? Do you think you should change jobs every 3 to 4 years? You know, the only thing bad about that is that I see is you're not building up anything. I mean, you're not building up retirement. I mean, sure, you can have a 401k and you can change that around. You can put that in different places. But on the other side of things, I mean, you're starting over and everything with your vacation time. So, you know, your vacation time has to build back up. You might have 3 weeks where you're working now. 3, maybe even 4 weeks. And you go to the new company, they say, hey, we're going to start you back at 1 week. I mean, to me, that's devastating. I don't know about you, but unless it's a substantial pay increase or something, you know, big that, or you know, whatever, that is going to be a bigger gain for you, I like my time off. I mean, most of you know I go on a 2-week vacation every year. Me and Mrs. HDR go on a 2-week motorcycle trip every year. And, oops, we ain't going now, that's for sure. Holy crap. But, we do go on a 2-week motorcycle trip every year. We started that a few years ago, and I like being able to take 2 weeks off in a row. But wonder if you start with a new company, they say, hey, you get 1 week a year. Well, I don't think I would take the job. I think that would be the bottom line. I couldn't do it, you know. But, yeah, I'm trying to negotiate this, and then we're going to talk a little bit more here. So anyway, here's the second part of that is, a lot of companies I see nowadays are not given ample time off. Now, what I mean by that is, don't get me wrong, I like working. There's some companies out there with pretty cool time off benefits, but what I mean by ample time off, most of these companies nowadays are giving what's called PTO, right? It's personal time off. It's usually earned by, it could be anything. Could be you earn half a day every month of work, let's say, whatever. But the idea of PTO is they don't have sick days. They don't have, they don't have vacation days. They do have holidays. Most companies all have holidays. But, yeah, so they call it PTO. So if you have 3 weeks of PTO time, and you get sick and you're deathly ill, you had to get a surgery, and you're off for 2 weeks, maybe even the whole 3 weeks, Now you don't get no vacation that year. Bad luck for you, I guess, huh? I mean, I know the company's protecting themselves, but I think every company should have a, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would be fair, because people do abuse it, and I understand that. People do abuse stuff, so. But anyway. Well, you guys sound off out there. You'll tell me. You will tell me the way it is, I am sure. So, be nice, so. It's just a conversation we're having. I think his car's going that way. So, yeah, be nice. And, on the comments, and most of you are. Alright, well, other than that, I'm just out, like I said, for a scoot. And, enjoying the scenery. We see the grass is starting to green up a little bit, and it's starting to try to grow, but the trees aren't budding up yet here in southwestern Pennsylvania. But on that note, I'm going to let you go and let you ponder that conversation a little bit and think about that. Give me a comment below. I'd love to hear back from you on this subject and to hear what's with your company. Do they still give, not only have you worked there, do they still give time off? Do they still give whatever, sick days, or is it PTO, or they have sick vacation, whatever. You can let me know below. Alright, well, I gotta negotiate this turn. A little gravel on the road there. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching my videos. I do appreciate you riding along with me. It's always a great joy to have you out there humming along the back roads of southwestern Pennsylvania with me, checking out the little scenery here of the dead foliage here in April. I will talk to you next time. Remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there, folks. Very important. Harley Dayride going to be down and out here once again in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now.